Following that, let us deal with the dry and wet spaces in the project. Firstly, I want to open the ground floor. Watch this. Plus 10 centimeters. Here if I open this part, the CAD file, number 10. I close this. In region number 10, then in the finishing table, I recommend you to have your CAD file open, and then the finishing table, let me check, ground floor, region number 10 or 8, that both are the same. So I look for ground floor, and then number 10. Here we got ceramics in the dimensions of 30 and 60, like this way. So here in 8 we got the same material as well. And about their details and assembly, here we got these 12 centimeters, 5, 3, and 1. And as you can see, we got the thermal air layer. Okay, so if we get back to the Revit, if I want to start flooring, I click on floor, then I duplicate a type. I want to name it, for instance, A finish floor, then inside parentheses, room number 10 or 8. I can delete, or I can assign room 01, or let me rename it. I can choose tile 300 in 600. Okay, then I open edit type, then based on the details, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 layers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 layers. I move down the core boundary that we want to specify concrete as the material 5 centimeters. Then for the thicknesses of thermal air layer and others, we have to specify 3 in general. So 1 centimeter, 1 for the thermal layer, and 1 centimeters for the offset, 3 centimeters concrete, and then the tile. After that, it's time to specify the materials. I duplicate the concrete, then I can rename it. For instance, I name it 1, concrete 1. Then fill pattern, concrete. Then you can rename the material if you want to find it easier later. Then for this, I can type insulation. Then I want to use this pattern, fill pattern. Then I make a copy out of this, assign it, and for the thermal air layer, insulation, cavity fill, solid fill, for the fill pattern, apply and OK. And for the color, I choose yellow, OK. Then for the layer above, I want to specify concrete, and concrete sand, concrete screed, like this way. Appearance graphic, by this way. Let me choose a fill pattern for it. Concrete, I duplicate it. 0.5 to increase the intensity. Very well. Appearance. Uh, I have to duplicate this. And we click on OK, and this will be the result. Check it out. And then we want to choose the tile. 30 and 60. I search for tile. Here I search for a tile by default like this. It does not matter what. After making a duplication, then here tile 300s and 600s for the dimensions. Afterwards in graphic I check use under appearance, choose the image, check link texture transforms, and let me check the details in AutoCAD file. Watch this. And what about the height? I uncheck this. Then I choose 600s for height, since the sample size is associated to two tiles. 1200s, then I check the link and OK. Then I should check the dimensions, correct. We get back to graphic. Here I click on foreground, pattern, fill patterns. I create a new pattern, tile 300s and 600s, crosshatch, 0 for align angle, 3 and 3, 150. This time I want to reverse this, 600s and 300s, okay. Okay. Then for the section part, here, cut, I add this brickwork, check it out, okay and okay. Then we start drawing in the wet spaces. Watch this, here we have to start it from there. So I want to, and another point here is that these two spaces are not visible here, since it seems that the two spaces have been drawn in Revit, but the CAD file is not updated yet. So from the finishing layer, I start like this way. Like this. From the interior side, it must be in the finish layer. Then trim. We check it out and then we click on finish to save the changes. There is an intersection actually, highlighted floors overlap. Let's see, section view, go to the view, 1 to 10, fine, check it out. Right now I should specify 20 centimeters for as a high offset. Watch this to remove the warning message. Check the details, it is perfect. We get back to this part, and the direction of the flooring is different. I hold down the cursor of the mouse, then I press down tab to select the pattern, then using rotate to rotate it at 90 degrees. Afterwards I pick aligned. I want to align the fill pattern like this way, and also this finishing layer by this way. So I have added the tiles from the left side. Check this out. This is the result. Like this way. Both are the same. And right now, if I check it out into a section box, check this. Here it is. For example, these parts are left. So we select them. Ground floor, structure. And also for the vertice, we can select this, create similar, 2 centimeters offset. We press down tab to select the boundaries, then click on finish. Note that you have to create the floors for each of the rooms separately, one by one, and then, as I told you, I can select the patterns and then I rotate them at 90 degrees, like this way, 90 degrees. And the point here is that we have to align these patterns like this way. Check this out. Perfect. Done. Like this way. So this is the flooring, and you have to model the floors for each of the levels and rooms like this way patiently. And as you can see here, we got an overlapping part that we have to join them with each other. I'm in from floor, join, multiple, selecting the floor, and then we click on the finishing walls to join them with each other, like this way. Only on the finishing walls, like this way. Check it out. Again here, this is space, join. Then I click on the boundaries to join them. Again, joining them. Then for the other one, other space, join, and then click by this way. Then I open the 3D view. Here is the result. Check this out. Again, I select this, opening edit type. We didn't specify function of the layers. Firstly, substrate, and the next one is, let me set this to structure and set the other one to substrate, then thermal air layer, finish 4, and finish 5. Okay. And right now, let us check the assembly, better than before. And then, if I want to consider the slope, for example this part, for the floor drain, for instance, if I want to open the furniture plan, wait for a second, WC layout, wait for a second please. I open the plan, floor plan, or for instance layout 04. I open layout 04, here we got the floor drains and also the bathroom. Watch this. This slope has been considered. So I select it, then add point, offset from space -4, then I click on it to consider the slope. Watch this. Then I open the section view, check it out. So at such a condition, we have to consider the variable for the structure layer. I mean, we align the concrete layer with the slope. Check it out, like this way. And for the edges, slope edges, watch this. We can show them in other colors, as I mentioned in Manage tab. We can use object styles if we want to apply it on the entire project. If we want to assign a color only at this view, we use visibility graphics. But since I want to apply it on the entire project, I want to use object as styles. Folding lines, one for the line weight and cut one. Gray for the color, dash dot for the line pattern, and apply. Check it out. Or I can create a new line pattern for it in additional settings. I name it slope line or slope edge dash space dot space. Then 1 millimeters, 0.5, 55, and 0.5. Okay and okay. Object styles, I find floor, folding lines, slope line, apply. Watch this, this is the result. Let me change the scale 1 to 100, better than before, 1 to 25. So by this way we can model them. So right now if I want to use add point for the other space minus 4D for offset from surface, check it out, we got the same. And we have enabled variable, so we got no error messages. So this was the process of flooring in the project, and I'm gonna leave the other spaces for you to have them done as a practice, and you have to check out all of the files of the CAD and then move on based on the CAD files. And I'm gonna guarantee this, that after having done this project, you'll be able to model the flooring of the projects.